Well, when I first got the GTR, the whole purpose of it was not to mod anything, really. I was actually planning on just keeping it stock. Always loved cars when I was younger, just never really got into the whole scene of things until Mermaid 2.0 came along and got the wrap done by EA Wraps, and it was one of the first color shifts in Arizona. And then once the airbags hit, I mean, everything else just decided I wanted to change the trunk, change the hood, add a front spoiler, stain all the side skirts, and just keep progressing more and more. What really inspires the change is, just keeping everything fresh, keeping up with the times, and not building the car for anybody else, but building it to how I want. And that's why Mermaid's just kind of different and unique. She's out of the box, Hi, I'm Eddie, aka Majestik Unicorn on Instagram, owner of Mermaid, soon to be version 4.0. It's a Nissan GTR. I am single and I like long walks on the beach, fluffy puppies, no kittens, and birds. My brother-in-law at the time decided to tell me to go look at the GTR. So one morning, went for some coffee, stopped by the Nissan dealership, ended up walking out with the GTR. The GTR is actually the longest I've ever owned a car, and that's actually by choice, because with each build I make new friends, meet new people. That's how I met you guys with Vehicle View. That's how I met Tyler, Jay from oneauTo, and Aaron, and Taylor with Filthy, and Trey, and Mario. The car and the events bring everybody together, and you forge new friendships with it, new bonds, and you just keep going. So the reason why I went from the modifications from stock 2.0 to what I call 2.5 is we were trying to get ready for Spocom. There were a lot of GTRs with wings and spoilers, and they're nice, they're beautiful, and each owner loves it for their own purpose. I'm just not a wing guy. So we went with the duckbill, which was an aggressive duckbill, and it's different, and I believe it's only one of two in Arizona of that type, so which is nice. Change out the front spoiler, carbon fiber in the side skirts to give it a more aggressive look when it's laid out, aired out, and actually change the exhaust to the Armatrix. So that gave it the little oomph that it needed to go to Spocom, to have that unique look with the way the wraps were. Also, the biggest change from 2 to 2.5 was that's when I got the underglows and the headlights done by Flyryde, and the whole kit and caboodle and the lighting upgrade. So with the addition of the carbon fiber, I decided to add the hood, a carbon fiber hood to it, again to make her more aggressive looking. And then with the way the wraps were and the color changing starting to become more popular in the car scene, there was no way to differentiate it from other cars that are getting color shifts. So that's when I went to Colorbomb, and they had the capability of doing a custom printed wrap, and I just basically let them have at it, told them what I wanted, what colors I needed in it, and make it pop, and that's what they did on version 3. The company that helped set Mermaid off, essentially, which is Rohana. They've been a great supporter from the very beginning. So once the decision with the kit and the wrap was all into play, reached out with Rohana, came up with a great game plan. They They had a great idea for the new product that they want to release, and worked with them as far as everything involved with it, and tying Rohana, the body kit company, SPS, and Colorbomb all together created a great team for the car.
Hi, I'm Richard from SPS Autosport. We've been customizing cars in Tucson, Arizona for 11 years now. We started out working on drift cars, 240s, stuff like that, and ended up moving to cars like GTRs, R8s, Porsches, more higher end cars, I guess. I got my GTR back in about 3 years ago, and we've kind of been messing with them since then. And with that, Eddie brought his car for us to build, and he wanted to build a SEMA car. So we kind of took Mermaid version 2 or 3 and turned it into what you guys will see here now. Been fortunate to work with some of the best people in the industry, I would say. We've been very fortunate to work with Kream Developments. Cash has been super awesome with getting us the kit really fast. They're located in the UK. He pretty much got me the kit from when Eddie and I started talking to our doorstep in about a month, and that's them completely making it from scratch. So I mean, that's pretty impressive. We worked with Colorbomb, which has done a phenomenal job on this wrap. I worked with Quality First Paint and Body. I've worked with Oscar for quite a long time, and he did a phenomenal job of fitting the kit, making it is what it is now. Rohana, which basically these wheels were non-existent 7 days ago, and have cut the wheels, powder coated them, assembled them, and got them to us 2 days before SEMA. So I mean, we've worked with some pretty phenomenal people. I'm really happy with the product and the way it's come out. I'm really excited for everybody to see it and see what you guys think. We've done everything from the engine bay to the body, wheels and tires, suspension. I mean, everybody has completely helped us out with this version of Mermaid. I'd like to say thanks to Boost Logic for all of the titanium intake and the coolant expansion tank. I mean, those turned out awesome in there. My guy Rob over at Carbon Creator, he did all the custom carbon overlay on the piping and the gritty intake manifold. Once we got the body kit here, we started right away. We unpacked everything, took inventory of it, and started cutting the car up, fitting the kit, making sure everything fit well. After that, we took parts that we felt needed to be carbon skin, and we took them over to Rob over at Carbon Creator, and he took care of all the custom carbon skinning of the extra parts. And then after that, we took the car over to Oscar at Quality First Paint and Body, and he basically molded in the rear fenders, got everything to fit 100%, and then after that, it's off to Colorbomb.
I'm Adam Wright, co-owner of Colorbomb.
And I am Steve Moore, co-owner of Colorbomb.
Together we're the Bomb Squad.
Bomb Boys.
Colorbomb, the idea came from like when you get a tattoo and your whole arm or body is covered with art. That's called a Colorbomb. So we thought it would be cool to play on that word for a car. We color it with a color or a print or an advertisement. So we thought it was another word for the word, vehicle wraps. It was a little bit more interesting, I guess you could say.
We met Eddie at Hot Import Nights, and we had one of our friends, Aaron, and he introduced us to Eddie, and we kind of just hit it off from there. We became friends, and we were able to work on his car and for last year for SEMA, and it's just been, our friendship has grown since then.
Well, I think the design process is, ideas that just kind of come together and they keep building into this fine-tuned, tailored masterpiece that ultimately is what everybody envisioned. But it's kind of cool because we worked together and bounced ideas off of each other, and eventually it became something that we didn't realize what it was going to look like.
Boom, boom, boom.
First, it was kind of a safe choice on what we did for design. I think he saw what we were able to create with the first wrap. I think this time around he kind of just turned us loose. He said, just wow me. So we really thought out of the box on this one, and I think we came up with something pretty unique.
Yeah, the colors, all the patterns, the way it just flows through the front to the back. There's a purpose for everything, and I love it. And you hear people's reaction from when they walk in and see it. It's very encouraging, and that's what we do it for.
What's cool is seeing people's reaction from side to side. Some people like, the passenger side. Some people like the driver's side. It's kind of cool to see everybody's reaction.
Yeah, and one thing, sitting next to him, starting from nothing, we scrapped a bunch of ideas. He's constantly constantly re-editing and changing colors, changing the shapes, and really coming together to make a complete wrap for Eddie. And I think that the final product came out really good, and I'm really excited to see everyone's reaction to the wrap. Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was, for this version, just with as shitty as this year was, and yeah, it was, I wanted to, I guess, kind of reinvent myself type of deal, get healthier, start changing the way I dress, and, eat healthy, exercise. But like with anything, right, you got to do it with the car too, because it's a part of you. Richard was on me, hey, we got to make a decision. Hey, we got to make a decision. And I kind of waited to the last minute to where getting a Varus kit was, I think, 18 weeks out, and that was just to get it. So I was talking to Prior Design, and I was actually leaning towards that. But a friend of mine actually kind of steered me away from it, for various reasons. And so I told Richard, probably just gonna do the Rocket Bunny, and he goes, hold on, I got a kit for you. He sent me a couple pictures of the Kream kit. They're really big in England, and there's been a couple GTRs that got the front bumper conversion, but no one with the full kit. We got that, we decided, okay, we're gonna go with the kit. This is gonna be the one-off, the first in the United States, pretty exciting stuff. Ended up telling Rohana about it. And Rohana goes, well, we're gonna release the three-piece forge, so obviously you're gonna need some new wheels. They go, what are you doing as far as the kit? Told them. They're very stoked about it being a one and only. So that's the next thing was, hey, you're gonna be in the booth. What are you gonna do for a wrap? Talk to the boys at Colorbomb. Okay, let's figure out the wrap. So I talked to Steve and Adam at Colorbomb, told them, it's going aggressive, she needs to evolve, this is gonna be the next evolution of Mermaid. And I told them on one side I want the glittery princess, sweet looking, that's what she was back in Mermaid 2.0 essentially. To the right side, I want her more evil, demonic, bitchy, not gonna use the other word. When it was almost fully complete, I saw the kit on there, saw the wrap. I finally saw what the wheels were gonna look like and how sick that was gonna be. It was just inevitable that the name needed to change. I talked with Richard, talked with Mike at Rohana, talked with the family, got a consensus of it, and decided to go with Siren because the Siren is more deadlier. You hear Mermaid, everyone thinks a Little Mermaid, a sweet thing, but as wide and aggressive this thing is, figured to go something evil, So you look at the Pirates of the Caribbean movie and you got the sirens in there. You look at the folklore as far as the sirens, pulling the sailors towards the rock and making them crash. So I figured with the new look, why not? Before everyone sees the reveal of Siren, or you know, the showing of it, I want to talk about oneauTo and what that means to the car community and everybody that's in the scene in Arizona and hopefully beyond. Everybody thinks oneauTo is a car club, which it's not. What it is a movement. It's a gathering of like-minded and like-passionate individuals that care about their cars, they care about the people, they care about the younger generation that wants to learn more about it. Over the course of the year, I've seen a lot of positive impact from it. It brings together people from all sorts of different backgrounds, all sorts of, you know, varied lifestyles, and we all hang together as a family. So it brought about new friendships, new opportunities, shows, doing things for the community, being stewards of the community, which is, I guess, one of the most important things about it. So yeah, it led me to meet these 3 numbskulls from Vehicle View. So that's a good thing right there. Friendships that have been forged by it is something that will last a lifetime, and that, you know, you can't take away. And while we are more prominent in Arizona, it is growing throughout the nation, and we hope to see it grow out throughout the nation and bring different communities together.